Jai Baba, Chapter 10. Baba loved routine. He was rather particular of his day-to-day schedule. He rarely did anything outside his daily habit. He did not take to change very well. He would go into a rage, abuse, and even thrash a few people, but he always had a reason. His anger was usually directed towards unforeseen forces or to cleanse the poor man who was being thrashed from some harsh karmic experience. The villagers allowed Baba to unleash his wrath, knowing that he did so for their own good. The villagers believed that to be abused or physically thrashed by Baba cleansed them of their karmas and future calamities that awaited them. Before Baba entered the blessed mosque, we know how Baijama would enter the forest every day in the afternoon to feed Baba. She would sometimes walk up to 3 miles to locate Baba and then cajole him to eat. She would spread a leaf on the ground and then lay the food on it and sometimes feed Baba by hand. The master never forgets selfless love. Baba's blessings were always on both her and her son Tatya. Both prospered tremendously, I am sure, in this life and in the lives beyond. Since Baba began to live in Masjid-I, he used to beg for food every day. He would come out of his humble mosque, stand and face Lord Hanuman's temple. Sometimes he would stand for as long as 20 minutes looking at Lord Hanuman. He would chant something, sometimes make hand gestures, draw symbols in the air, and then he would look at the chawdi. Once he told a devotee, "You want to know who my parents are? There, see him, Lord Hanuman." Thus it was obvious that Baba was very attached to Lord Hanuman. The fact that he had told Shama, who was another dear devotee of Baba, that both Baba and Shama were with Lord Rama during the time the bridge was constructed to Lanka, should signify a lot of his attachment or association with Lord Rama and Lord Hanuman. Once Shama, who loved Baba dearly but treated Baba as more of a friend than a guru, asked Baba a question. "Deva, I have heard, and it is also written in the Ramayana, that during the war with Ravana, Rama, Halkat, do not call him just Rama, say Sri Rama." "Sorry, Deva." "Okay, during the time of Sri Rama, there was a bridge made across the sea with the help of Lord Hanumanji, and around 1 crore monkeys crossed the sea. Were there really over a crore monkeys? Did all this really take place?" "Yes, it is the truth, Shamya." Baba called him by this name, Shamya. His real name was Madhav Rao. Baba said, Sri Ram had a crore monkeys to assist him in building the bridge to cross the sea to defeat Ravana and get Sita Ma back. Let me tell you this, Shama, Ramji existed. He is not a figment of imagination. I say the truth sitting in Masjid-I, that Sri Ram really lived. Believe me, the monkeys were so many that they were like ants sitting on trees. I have seen this. You are either lying or just trying to bluff an ignorant villager like me. I have seen you here in Shirdi since I was a teenager. You did not even have a mustache then. So how on earth did you manage to go and see Sri Rama and Lord Hanumanji and those crore monkeys? You're pulling my leg, aren't you, Baba? Shama, you and I were both there. You have forgotten, but I cannot forget. You and I have lived many lifetimes together, and that is why we are so close. We have lived as friends, but you for some reason got caught in the whirlpool of Maya and Karma, while I kept at it and I've reached this stage. So when I tell you, yes, there were a crow monkeys helping Sri Rama, it is the truth. Also when I tell you that you and I were also present with Sri Rama, it is also the truth. Believe what I say. I swear by you. Thus, you can imagine the love I have for Lord Hanuman. If you love me, then you have to love Lord Hanuman too. Anyway, let us get back to Baba's schedule of begging for food every day. Usually, Baba would beg at the same 5 houses, and that too in the same order. First, he would go to Shakaram Shekle's house and call out to Shakaram's wife. He would call out to her, Itliyai bai roti lao. Sister, give me a roti. Then Baba would go and stand in front of Vaman Gondokar's house, then to Apaji Patil's house, where he would call out, Bhakri de, give me roti. Then he would stand in front of Baijama's house and call out, Baijama, Jevan de, roti lao. Mother Baija, give me food, get me roti. And then conclude his journey at Nanduram Marwadi's house, where Baba Sai, the king of the universe, would call out either to Nanduram, Nandu, Bhakri de, or to his wife, Bopidi bai, Mitha de. Sister Bopidi, give me something sweet. Bopidi means to stutter, and a Baba would call Radha bai as Bopidi with love. Baba loved to nickname one and all, and he said it with so much love that those being nicknamed would feel blessed. Radhabai would leave all her work, make a proper sweetmeat for Baba, and then Baba would put a small morsel of it in his mouth. Earlier, Baba would go all alone, but in the last few years of his life, his fame grew tremendously, and a large crowd of devotees would accompany him, and Baba would share the sweetmeat with a few of those who were present. Baba would go to the same houses, in the same order, ask for the same thing, and bless all by saying, Abad-e-Abad, Allah bhala karega, meaning, Allah will do good and keep you and your lot prosperous. There have been times when Baba went to beg for food 8 to 12 times a day, and he would go to the same houses and say the same thing and bless them in a similar manner. Why would he go to beg 8 to 12 times in one day? He never revealed. Why would he only go to 5 houses was revealed by Avatar Meher Baba, who had said that there was a spiritual reason for visiting 5 houses. There was also a spiritual significance for visiting 5 houses, and there was a universal significance for going out to beg at 5 houses 8 to 12 times in a day. Now you might wonder how Baba collected all the food that was given to him. So listen. He would keep a cloth hanging on his shoulder and hold the other end of the cloth. All dry food, rice, baked bread or roti, and dry sweetmeat were put into this cloth. He would also carry a tin pot. All the liquid, be it curd, cooked pulses, buttermilk, curry, whatever was in liquid form would go into the tin pot. Baba Sai would then halt at a particular place and feed dogs, crows, and any other animals and birds present, and then make his way to the mosque, where he would offer either rice or roti to the sacred fire, and then mix all the food in a wide open mud vessel or a jar-like container, which he called kundi. Often animals and birds would eat from this pot. Sometimes beggars would come and take some. Cleaners and sweepers would take some, and Baba would smile and go about his chanting and sitting in front of the dhuni. When the time came to eat, he would say a short prayer, put a few morsels in his mouth, and then the food was distributed as prasadam. Baba did not care for food or the taste of food. He begged for food virtually till the last week of his physical life. The last few weeks before he left his body, Baba could barely walk, but still managed to do so with the support of his devotees. Obviously, there was a huge spiritual significance to this 5-house pilgrimage. Sometimes during the last year or so before he took Samadhi, Baba would send one of his devotees to beg at the 5 houses, and once he made a devotee who was dear to him, G. Narke, go and beg for food. The man was in a 3-piece suit, and the devotee did so happily and with all the humility, and it pleased Baba so much that on and off for 4 months, when Baba was unwell, Narke would plead to be sent to beg, and Baba would oblige, of course, sometimes with loud abuses. Peace be to all. Baba Sai help us with contentment and humility. Jai Sai.